Alrighty, testing 1, 2, 3. Hope that's working. That should be working by now. Awesome. Oops, no, I don't want that. Add that to favorites, thank you. Alright, how's everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. I decided to do this at the last second. No, I don't want to exit. So you're going to see a lot of the stuff on the background though. Alright, I think there is a fan in the back. Hang on a second. Alrighty. Okay. Let's wait until... Can everyone hear me? I just hope it's all good. Good. Alright. Well, we have... I just want to do a few things. Okay, we're going to close that. Alright, so we have a few things that we need to do for the Q400. So we're going to get right into it real quickly and try and grab what we need. Now I need to get it. A page here that gives me 26, 28, and 29, and all the fuel that we need. So I'll just put a bookmark on that. So, okay. Alright, so when we come to the Q400, we need a few things. So flight level. So we need so our alternate fuel, so that one. So we need our alternate. We need our where is it? Alternate hold extra trip. So yeah, alternate hold extra total. I think that's what that stands for. Yeah, total trip. Takeoff. 0 fuel weight in tow. And our altitude, flight level, so altimeter, so flight level, which is 240, I already know that. Packs we're carrying today is 73. And we also need the winds to write down if we need them. Alright, so today, so we've got all of those. Alright, so our alternate today, alternate fuel is 1196. I don't know why our alternate's Townsville. That's ridiculous. Our fineries, which is our holding, is 661. Contingency 15 minutes is 250. Our total fuel is 4127. Our trip Our trip is 1929. Takeoff field today is 4036, and our zero fuel weight is 2525456. Takeoff field takeoff weight is 29492, and our altimeter, which we'll find out in a second. So that's basically everything we need through that. We've got our passengers, which is 73. We also need I've also got these numbers here. So our takeoff weight is estimated at 29k, so I've got those written down here for our V1, V2, V1, VR, V2, VF, VC, and VA. So we'll have a look at them in a second. Alright, so that's that. We'll go ahead and put that's that done. Alright, so we got to go here, go weight and balance. Unfortunately, I don't have the Pro Edition, but it's close enough. So 73, so we have to add on, let's add on a couple in here. So 16, 17, 18, 19. No, that's wrong, it should be 18. My bad. So 73. Our takeoff fuel is 4036, and our trip fuel is 1929. But what we're going to do is we're going to add on the extra 91 for the takeoff, so 4127. So we're going to have the extra fuel just in case. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and calculate that. So it should be 25456. So what we need to do is kind of add a few bits and pieces here. So let's go, I don't know, 99 and see what that does. So it's gone up to 26. So let's go 66. No. 650. Let's see what that does. That is way over. So what we're going to do is drop that to 30. 256. We'll go down to 29. 29. That's exactly what we need. Alright, so now we need to sort out some of these other things. So we'll actually put one in there, and we'll take off one there. Max takeoff weight. That's because we've got the extra fuel on board. That's alright, we're going to be taxiing and stuff like that, so it's not a big deal. What is that takeoff weight? So if I take this off, let's do this. So takeoff is 4036. Oh crap! Oh, I don't like it when it does that. Don't press enter. You're not meant to press enter on this thing. Where are you, Majestic Control Panel? There you are. Yeah, don't press enter when it's on there. 4036. Let's do the calculate button. Alright, so that is correct. Alright, so we're good. Alright, so now we just got to send data to the sim. We'll find out if it gets sent to the sim. Let's have a look. There we go. So, okay, so it's paused. Alright, so this is completely paused now. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of different things. Alrighty, so we're going to set this aircraft up into... get rid of that. Alright, so... I'm just going to make sure that this is completely turned off. I got to get rid of that right click because that's going to annoy me now. Alright, so the aircraft is in its cold and dark state. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn this on. So what we're doing is we're going out to long reach. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be heading out to long reach. So it's really loud outside. Alright, so we're actually sitting in Brisbane. Yeah. Sitting in Brisbane, just chilling. Now, we don't have the Brisbane scenery turned on. So, we're just sitting here with the, We're just sitting with the default Brisbane city, the Brisbane stuff, so it's not a big deal. Alrighty. Cool. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll get ready and sort the aircraft out. Alright, so first off, batteries on, gen on, main bus tie on, generators on, so I can go ahead and do that as well. I don't have any of my checklists. That's in my trusty tablet, so let me pull that up really quickly, guys. So while it's doing its like little tests and stuff, that's a perfect time to do all of this. Alright, so first flight of the day, we're going to go ahead and do the whole thing. Alright, so battery switches all on, external and DCs and external power required, cockpit lights as required, if we need any, so we can go ahead and turn some of these lights on. All screens are on. Yes, they're all on. Okay, circuit breakers are all in. Now, we're not using the Pro Edition, so it doesn't matter. Alright, and over there, they're all in over there. So we're not using the Pro Edition, so it doesn't matter. APU, power on. Turn the power on, wait for it to do its little thing. Done. The APU fire test tested, so done. That power should go fail. Alright, so the power test is done. APU start press. While that's doing that, I can't believe that thing pops up on Steam. It's annoying. Alright, so that's done. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and start the APU now. Alright, so documentation on board, which I've already done, making sure that all our 3 marks are in our green position. So there's that one, and there should be one behind us here, wherever it is. We probably clipped into it. There it is. So gear pins will be there, the 3 gear pins. Smoke hood and torches are in. The torches are behind me, I've already seen the crash axe handles there. And all the gloves should be within inside there, and the goggles and all that as well. Alright, so before start checks, we check the circuit breaker again, then check the takeoff switches, so takeoff warning test. The ADC tests 1. Now, there's a few things you're looking at. You're looking at this tab here, here, you're looking over here to see that it goes 0 and waiting for that alarm. Now you'll see it change again, and it changes over here with a little fail. There it goes. Alrighty, done. And still warning computers. Alright, now we check the circuit breakers one last time, or again, after we've done all those tests. So, just double check, yep, we're good there. We'll open up the door. Yeah, alright, so they're starting the board now. Okay, so we've done all that. Oxygen level in its limits, so we come over here and check the oxygen. Oh, not clipping through. Oxygen level is within limits, which is good. Alright, so that's those. And the forward valve fuel. Forward valve. Where are you? There we go. Outflow valve is closed. Okay. Batteries all on. Okay, so now we're starting the before flight of the day checklist. So batteries are all on. Main bus tires on. And the generators are on. The external power as required. As we know, the APU is ready to go, so we could go ahead and turn off that and go there. Done. So now we don't have the generator anymore. So we can go here to the generator tab. I forgot where the generator tab was. There was a button that you pressed to get rid of the generator. I just don't know where it is. It's been a while. We'll just leave the generator for now. I swear there was one. We can get rid of that for now. I can't remember. Hey, well. Alright, power is required. The de-ice boot select is off. Okay. The boot air and the boot selectors are off and all that. Prop ice is off. Any ice indoors are open. The RF switch test and... Yep, good. Windshield and all that is turned off. And all these are turned off. The pressure computer indicators are checked. Yep. Pressure computer indicators are checked and FDR tested. And test the electric as well. Wait for it to fail. Done. Flight. We've already tested fire detecting already. And the baggages, so that's these ones here. So 1, 2, and the baggage one. They're hiding. Panel lights is required, strobe lights and all that sort of stuff is required. APU bleed is now on, so while the APU is on, we need to go and turn on some lights. Position lights. Turn those on. APU bleed as required. We'll go on now. Ignition to normal. Start switch centered and start switch out. Start. The cabin altitude is set on auto and the thing is off. Done. Pressure automation mode is on auto and closed. External lights as required, which we've done. And the arm is tested. On. Off. Seatbelts on. And the smoke is on as well. We check the dim and brightness of the thing, and we check the all the lights. Check to see if all the lights are all on and good to go. check on the hose, good. And we'll turn our cautions off. Bleed air is on minimum, and packs are on auto. Packs auto, bleed air min, and the fan is on. Generator's on, and the external is off. Before first flight of the day, PNF. So again, flight taxi switch is on. Captain FO GPS GPWS mode test. Anti-skid test.
Terrain. Pull up.
That's tested. And in on. Gear warning horn. Alright, that's down. Auto feather pressed and tested. Auto feathers up and off. Gear standby comm on and tested. That should be down. On. Test. After test complete on ARDCU. Done. Turn these both on at FMS. Standby. Standby can. That's good. Cockpit voice recorder tested. Can't do it, but you just click this button. Trims full and free. So check all these, make sure the trims are all good. Power levers disconnected, and throttle feathers are down. And ADRCU H.O.T.A.S test. So what we do with the H.O.T.A.S, we click on that. EXP test.
H.O.T.A.S system test okay.
I don't need to change that one. Alright, so we turn on these lovely things now. This is our FMCs. Done. Alright, so flight safety checks, documentation done. We just, the batteries just really quickly again. Done. Voltage is checked over here. So we're going to change that to fuel systems and swap that over. So there's the check of the voltage, and our fuel is over there. All the goggles and all that stuff, landing gear lights are down, 3 pins are out. The engine green, the engine intakes are now green. Circuit breakers are in. We know that they're already in. We've done that heaps of times. Bleed air 1 and 2 are off, and APU bleed as required. Done. The fan is on. Pressurization is checked. AC packs are on. Done. And up here. Done. Emergency lights are armed. Yes. Fuel quantity. Fuel transfer is off. Parking brake is on and checked. Power lever condition is disconnected, and the conditions are off. Nose wheel steering is now going to be off. FMS. Now time to set the FMS up. Alright, so 73 packs. Enter. I didn't check to see how much cargo we had. I think it's 100. Alternate fuel today is 1911. Sorry, 96 661 250. Total reserves and fuel on board today is 4030. That is not correct. That's not what's on the plane. So we'll go 800. How much cargo do we have on board? 629. So that's 7, 8, 33. It's close enough, isn't it? We'll just take 831. Bullshit. No, it's this one. There it is. Does that match up our numbers? Close enough. Close enough. But that does. That matches up our numbers for the zero fuel. Alright, so that's our fuel done. Okay, so today's flight is... we're going to just copy it. We've got quite a few here, so we're looking for this one here, 7. Alright, so it's done. So yeah, we're good on that. I'm just trying to remember. Open those up. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, I remember how to do it now. Ah, silly me. Data. Services. Cancel. There we go. Alright, it's gone now. Okay, so flight level. So we're pretty much set up for the flight level now. So we're going to be talking to ATC. We need to figure out where we're taking off from. Kind of got an idea using the active sky. So surface winds are 50 at 7. So that could be a possibility. So, all right, so we'll just get ATC a call up here. H.O.T.A.S. I don't know why it's coming out of my TV right now. She should be hearing that on my TV, not sounds. Let's put it all in the... there we go. Alright, ILS are on my 1, so that's okay, cool. Alright, so 2-2. Alright, so we don't need the rest of it, so I'm just going to use the... okay, so we're good. So I need to change the barrow set here to 20. Done. We're going to be taking off runway 1, so we know that. So we go to the weather... not the weather, flight plan. Departing on runway 1 right. Departing on our SID to 7, the Echo. SID runway 1. Okay, flight plan. So we gotta hit enter again, and then hit flight plan. And there it is. Okay, so we're on our flight plan here. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go off on a tangent here and try and think of where we're gonna be landing from. But it could change, so bear with them. So 08, so we should be landing, should be landing on the 4. I reckon we'll be landing on runway 4, but then it could be runway 2. So we'll just put in runway 4 for now. We'll see how we go. No star. And we're gonna do a number 3. We'll do number 3, RNA approach, and I think we're going to be coming in on B. I cannot remember it off the top of my head. Okay, we'll go B. And enter again. Done. Boom. Okay, so now we're setting up pretty good on our flight. Can we... so we're going to check on the plan by coming to formats. We need to swap this back over. Alright, so we're checking the plan here. So when we take off, we're shooting around. By the looks of it. Alright, so what we're going to be doing, this purple one is our runway. So we're going to be shooting around this way, going up. Alright, so then there's no link here, so what we do is we go boom, delete. Okay. what we need to have a look at, so we're on the right path there. We're going to zoom in here, now we can have a look what's going on. Oh crap, no we're not. That's next, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so we need to come down here and have a look at where we're going. So, this one here... flying over the top. Yeah, okay, cool. Then we come in on runway 4. So we come up and over the top of the airport and then back around. That's not bad. And these other ones that say no link, we just click on them. So they stop linking. We keep those there. Alright, so that's all good. We can set that back to normal format now. And we're good to get going. Alright, so first off we need to quickly put... So accept that. And we're going to exfil 1 and 2. Check the fuel, previous, all set. Check the flight plan, all set. Okay, so we just leave that there. Pretty much good and set to go. So, flight plan is correct. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so now we do our departure brief. So, we have basically done the departure brief, blah blah blah, to talk either way. Alright, so set the 3 trims. So, make sure that our trim is set inside the TO. Make sure our trims are here, are all set as well. Doors and fuel and lights are all out, so our doors are still on, I believe. So we'll just close up the doors. Door light is out. Cool. Cabin report received. Flight deck door is locked. Anti-collision light is on red. Battery voltages. Electrical system is at 26, which it is. Alright, so now we basically get ready to start the aircraft. So we'll turn that to navigation. Turn that one to FMS2, this one to FMS1. Click the toga switch, click the nav. So we should have LNAV and GA, that's good. Alrighty, so we're pretty much good to get going. So now let's talk to the ground. We're going to the west departure. Alrighty, cool. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to get going now. Alright.
Well, we are ready for pushback.
We are ready now, please release on quick.
Parking brakes, release.
Alright, so now we're going to be starting the aircraft.
Pushing back now, you're clear to start the engine number 2.
starting engine number 2, so go there and click on the engine. APU bleed off. So it's starting to move, so we come down here and click open. I'm just going to do both at once instead of two because they're both on the same panel.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our airline, we would like to welcome you on board of our Dash 8 Q400. The flight time today will be approximately 2 hours. Would you please fasten your seatbelts and refrain from smoking? If you want to use any electronic equipment,
And we end it here.
contact us first.
Flight plan is back up.
For takeoff and landing, these devices must be switched off, and the cellular phones may not be used during the entire flight. We wish
Parking
you
brake
a
is now
pleasant
set.
stay on board.
Parking brake set. Can we get clearance at number 1?
Control is free and clear of most clear. Clear to start the engine number 1.
Clear to start engine number 1, so we just squiz out here, just make sure that it's clicking over.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention to international safety regulations. This aircraft
That has to be, the PSI has to be around 66.
exits are located in front, 2 at the wings and 2 at the back. They are marked with the exit sign. The illuminated escape path markings on the floor lead to these exits. Each seat is equipped with the safety belts. To fasten the seatbelt, put the 2 ends together. Tighten it by pulling the loose end. To unfasten the seatbelt, lift the upper part of the button. The
Alrighty.
vest is located under your seat and is sealed with
APU
a
off.
plastic bag. When instructed
Power
to do
off.
so, take a hold of the bag
Main bus
and
tie
pull the
off.
life vest out.
Electronics, we're going to check that again. So by coming down here, we'll just check the systems.
Pull
Electronics,
the struts until the life vest is properly adjusted.
done.
On leaving the aircraft, pull the threads tight and the life vest is in place.
So we're going to check our systems.
Thread tubes are located on both sides for blowing the additional air into the life vest. For more detailed information, please refer to the safety instruction card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention.
Power levers to max. Auto feather on. Fuel panels, fuel pumps on. Hydraulics on and checked. Flaps selected to 10. And our heading bugs are now, our speed bugs need to be done. You can do these earlier if you wish. One, 2, 0. 1, 2, 5. Reason they do it now is because you gotta let the engines like warm up a bit. 1, 3. V2 is 1, 2, 5 as well. 1, 3, 7. One, 5, 8. And most likely we'll have a lower. Alright, so there we are. Don't worry about the rest of that, that's all good. Alright, so that is that done. Rudder, free travel, noticeable steering is now on. Leads on and on minimum. Done. DI's checked. Ice temperature set and exponder is now on. So we're going to warm these up and turn these on. And we'll turn the exponder on by clicking and hold. And we're going to turn it on Alt above. Bring our seat forward. So we're ready to get going. Turn this back to nav. Taxi lights on. Your lights are off and all that sort of stuff, and we're good to get going. Alright, so Charlie Bravo, Bravo 7, Alpha, and Alpha 9. Haven't been in the Q400 for a few weeks, so we'll see how we go, eh? I really want to get out to long reach too, because long reach is another reward that we get for part of my Q Virtual. I made gold for my flight yesterday on stream, so that was really good. Really iconic flight for me. I made my gold status with the airline, which is pretty good. Took me a couple of months to get there. Couple of days, and then we reset. We go for the next month. So you got to get a certain amount of points each month. So need 600 points each month to keep gold. So if I can get 600 points before we're out, before we finish, another 600, I can get platinum. That'd be good. Alright, so we're looking for Charlie 5. So that was Charlie 3. So it'd be right down the very end down here. Now the good thing about the Q400 is you really do not need brakes on this aircraft. All you have to do is pull back and just disconnect the throttle, and it goes into D-rate. So D-rate feather, and it starts reversing pretty much. It's so much different out on FSX over X-Plane, isn't it? But they don't have an aircraft like this good on X-Plane yet. If they do, I would be on there. I think there is one, but it's not as good as the Majestic, so yeah, that's why I'm doing this one. Alright, so we just head down Bravo. Bravo 7's at the very end here. Back in the day when FSX used to be like the best graphics out there. that was a sight to see. I think the only thing they really cared about in FSX was how good the aircraft actually looked. Really. Like you can get like the add-ons and all that sort of stuff. I haven't downloaded the Orbix and all that sort of stuff yet. But I'd like to get Orbix eventually. get a decent couple of graphics cards, maybe a new mod, like a motherboard or something in the future. And then X-Plane might be a little bit better, a little bit user-friendly when it comes to like scenery add-ons and stuff like that. But dude, I don't really need scenery add-ons flying around X-Plane. The freeware that I've gotten so far for Australia, the freeware for X-Plane is insane. They've done really, really well with X-Plane. Alright, let's go turn on the yaw dampener. Fuel pump hydraulic 3 is off, so we do know that. It's over there. Cabin's cleared, secure. Brisbane Tower. Yeah, I must have turned the... I think I turned it off for something. I can't remember why I turned off the scenery for Brisbane yet.
Brisbane Tower, Bombardier, Victor Hotel Quebec, Oscar Alpha at runway 1, ready for takeoff, departure unit left, Bombardier, Victor Hotel Quebec, Oscar Alpha, clear for takeoff, runway 1, departure to the west approved.
Whoops, don't want that.
Clear for takeoff, runway 1, Bombardier, Quebec, Oscar Alpha.
Alright, so we're lining up. We're going to turn on the anti-collision lights to white. We also need to turn the landing light gear down. And bleed as required, which we have done. ACAS mode to ground heading select and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to check the heading to 166. And our course should be still set for our 360, which is good. Condition panel is now black. Flaps are on 10 for takeoff. I think we're good to go. Alright, yeah, we're good to go. Alright, so there's no toggle switch on this at all. It's just full throttle and down the runway we spool. Let's go. I knew I forgot something. And we rotate up.
Bombardier, Quebec, Oscar Alpha, you are leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Gear up.
Brisbane Tower, landmark 53903, ready to go. Runway 1, IFR, COF, landmark 53903, clear for takeoff, runway 1.
Did I not set the altitude? That's hilarious. My bad. Yeah, always forget something, don't I? Alright, flaps up 1. Throttle down. Autopilot on. Up to 57. LNAV is now engaged. Flaps up. On. weather radar on. And we'll set that one to terrain so I can see the terrain. You can do those down on the ground. I normally do it in taxiing or in flight. That way the radar isn't giving any harmful radiation to our pedestrians on the ground. So depends on the weather. Obviously, if the weather is real bad, you'd have your radar turned on prior to taking off. That way you could spot difference, all that sort of stuff.
Landmark 5393, contact Brisbane departure on 125.7. 125.7, landmark 5393.
Just watch down the bottom here for the icing problems, anything that pops up. What we can do whilst in climb is we can turn on the slow here. Probably don't need that, but the engine for sure. Just mucking around with my other headphones at the moment. I don't know if it's the my mic that's making that weird ass noise, or if it's just these headphones that I'm using that are making this weird ass noise. We will see, I guess. Alrighty. Should be better. I think it's the headphones. If it is, I can rectify that with my other ones wherever they are. A lot better flight model on this aircraft than there is on the our Zevo mod at the moment. Alrighty, that should work. Yeah, it was the other headphones that are crackling. There we go. Sorry about that, I had to replug my mic in. Alright, so we're going to take it up to 240 now. Is that... You probably hear that. Oh no, I think it might be my mic. Yeah, sorry about that. Might need to get a new mic for streaming, most likely. We'll see how we go, eh? What we can do now as well, we can hit the IAS, and we can also use the nose wheel up and pick our climb speed.
Brisbane Tower, Beach, Foxtrot, Delta Foxtrot, escape miles southwest, inbound ILS, runway 1, approach. Beach, Foxtrot,
Which is 5-6.
Delta Foxtrot, Brisbane Tower, make straight in, runway 1, altimeter 3009er.
Oh, that's right, we can't use that one. Oh, good.
Yankee Bravo, Bravo, November, airport information, India, 0300.
I don't know how I managed to do that. Okay. That's hilarious. Alright, good. Alright, now we're on our way to Longreach. Good old Brisbane down the bottom there. There's a bit of rain by the looks of it out that way. I want to see how we're going on OBS. Going good. How long until we get there? 2 hours, 36 minutes. God. That's insane. And are we going to be streaming for that long? Well, guys. No, well, I'll stick with you until we're leveled out and we're sorted for the long flight ahead. Then I'll leave you with some music while we have I do some washing. I gotta do some. And I'll be back. I'm gonna do some real life stuff. I want to show you the perf page. The perf page gets set out automatically, so And you can see we got that. We got a headwind of 4. That's probably why it's going to take us forever to get there. That's alright. So yeah, I like how the perf page is set. We don't have to do that in the Majestic like you have to in the 737. It's probably more an advanced aircraft, but it doesn't need the half the systems as the 737 because yeah, it does it all itself. Alright. Let's put those headphones down over there for a minute. As you can probably see that the aircraft is kind of coming off a little direction. So to rectify that, all you do is you change the rudder a bit. I'll be the other way. Something like that anyways. There you go. Somewhat set up like that, so. Alright, so we're going to turn off the fasten seatbelt sign, let them cruise around the cabin, and we're going to turn on our MCR.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety, we instruct you to keep your seatbelt fastened during the entire flight. Please observe that this flight is a non-smoking flight.
And that is done there. Cool. Now I'm going to do some magic on Zebo, so on the good old here. So I want to add a game capture to the capture any full screen, Pacific window, Microsoft. I'm hoping that's it. Just like that. So if I turn this off for a second, you should just see the game, hopefully. I'm hoping that's all you see. If not, well, does it want to show up? Does it? Not showing up. That's what it should be. Microsoft Flight Simulator X, right there. Let's just get rid of that. Transition over. I wonder if you guys would see that, just that. You probably haven't. I don't know. No, you haven't. It's really weird. I'm really hoping to figure that out so it just captures that one screen, but it's just not doing it at the moment. One of this has to be in full screen. We're all over the place there. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know guys. It's just not working. Display capture. Capture a Pacific window. I wanted to capture that. It's really weird. Alright, whatever guys. So it looks like you guys are stuck with this lovely thing. Alright, so I'm going to leave you with some music. Catch you later. Hey guys, I'm back just for a second. So yeah, we've got another hour or something to go according to the Q tracker. So yeah, so an hour and 10, or is it an hour and 1? Hour and 10 minutes until time arrived. I'm traveling at 241 knots at 240. Forgot to do this as well. There's a few things I forgot to do because I was AFK, so let that travel up a bit more. And the alternate one is down here. Set standard. So yeah, have fun guys, and yeah, it's looking really well. It's looking really good. I'll be back. Alright guys, so really quickly before I head off again to do some more housework while I still wait for the time to tick down, we're going to quickly go ahead and have a look at the VNAV panel. Alright, so we're flying along and we want to know what our VNAV is. So first off, we're going to just check our flight plan. So as you can see, our flight plan and where we are. So we're moving on to this one here. So once we finish that, it's another 203 nautical miles away, and then 100. So what we want to do is see here, where we're going to be above 2003. So that's LRZSB. So we want to be 2,300. Now I have a feeling it is. I don't know what the altitude is for the go around, so we're just going to put it at the altitude at 3,500 for the go around. But we'll set this aircraft up for 2,300. So VNAV, we need to go to the B, was it? 4. Should tell us there. There we are. And we want to come down at 1100. Alright, so there, it's locked in. Alright, so now VNAV path now should be locked in. If we have a look on our radar, we'll... not the radar. Yeah, radar. Swap those around. Maybe one more. One more again. That's crazy, we don't... It's not even showing up here. But it's up there somewhere. Still quite far away. But that's alright. There is now a VNAV approach set for us right there. Alright, so it's out there somewhere. So basically that's it. We've set our VNAV up and we're on our way to the next location. That's where we're on our now. So we're 290 miles to smack off that. And then we're on to our next waypoint. So yeah, that's our VNAV. We're all set, ready to go. Fun and dandies. So really we can't really do much until we get there now. So it's just a matter of just watching and monitoring the aircraft and its systems. So we're at 24,000 feet. Flight level 240, whatever you want to call it. We don't have any ice, so we'll just keep the any ice as is. Don't think we really need anything else. Seems to be doing alright. I have to check the wings and the engine there. It's not icing up or anything, so what I'm thinking, once I get there, I might do a jump seat back from there over to Brisbane again. I only decided to get on the Q400 today. Oh, excuse me. Is so I can get my long reach reward. But I'm going to go back to Brisbane this afternoon. Might be on stream. It might be on. It might fly. I might just jump seat it. I think I might just jump seat to Brisbane. Because I wanted to get into some larger flights, so like Brisbane, Queenstown, Melbourne, all that sort of stuff. I want to get into some of those really good flights with the 737, not 777, but 737. So I want to take that out and do some of those. I don't know if I'll do that on FSX. Most likely I'll do it on X-Plane. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit longer. Catch you later. How you going, mate? Sorry, I was just AFK for a bit. Alrighty. Getting ready to come in for our top of descent, which should be just over 40 away. There it is. Alright, so we're on our way in. Got a few things that we have to get sorted before we come in for our descent after a 2.5 hour long flight. So I'm quite happy to get down on the ground. Alright, so pressurization's checked and our GW landing gear flaps, which we will be landing on 15. Briefing and pressurization is set, so our pressurizations are all good and set, and landing altitude is on the runway. I believe we're going to be coming in on runway 4. we're gonna check the NDB first too. We're gonna tune, we'll go ADF and the 353. Enter and ADF 530. Alright, so that should be all good to go. Alright, cool. Flight plan. Alright, our ND should be working now. Nav source. Alright, so that's that. What else do we need to set up? This. The DA. Alright, so we're going to be sorting out runway 4. I think that's where we're going. Let's have a look at the yeah, still on runway 4 by the looks of it. At 12 knots. Alright. Let's just quickly talk to Brisbane Centre because we're about to get ready to come down.
Brisbane Center, Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Quebec, Oscar Alpha, type Bombardier, 44 miles south of Yankee Alpha Hotel. Request flight following. Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Quebec, Oscar Alpha, Brisbane Center, squawk 5002. Squawk 5002, Bombardier, Quebec, Oscar Alpha. Bombardier, Quebec, Oscar Alpha. Radar contact 44 miles south of Yankee Alpha Hotel. Flight level 242. Copy. Bombardier, Quebec, Oscar Alpha.
There we go. Alright, so we're just setting up the ATC and all that sort of stuff. Done. And we need to set up the heading for the runway. So it's 309. So what you need to do is go format, press and hold the format button. And we need to change this to 309. And go over here and do the other side. Where is it? Not 309, but 390. Sorry, 3039. What am I doing? I am thinking that one. That's what I wanted. Alright, that is that. Now we need to change the altitude to our 2300 and select that. Now we will be set up for our approach. Our final approach for this is 2000, so we'll be flying over to, I think we got LRZF on here. So we're flying pretty much directly over the top of LRE now. So we'll be flying into here, so LRZSB, SI, and then we should be going over to right here. When we get to about this one, we drop. Once we get over that, then we drop on our runway 4. Alright, so that's us. And then we should be right, so we shouldn't be too far off now. Bring that down. It says 20 nautical miles away. According to my Q virtual, I got 20 minutes left, so we'll be able to just get straight in there and go straight in. So, looking forward to it. And then after that, I gotta go and stop flying virtually and go fly for real. So I've got a little bit more time. So by the time we get down there, it'll be a 2-hour flight, which is really good. I don't mind 2-hour flights, they're quite fun. What am I doing? There we go. 2-hour flights are quite fun. A little whiles until we get down there, but hey, it's better than like the hour and a bit that we've been doing. So 20 odd minutes to go, and we should be able to do some stuff. Now, this aircraft's being the Q400, on the getting it all ready to take off and all that sort of stuff. It's very hands-on. Everything is pretty much done. Once you're up in cruise, it's quite slack on what you actually do. It's like really, really long and boring. So make sure you got plenty of music and videos and all sorts of stuff. So we should get going, should be landing very shortly when the top of descent pops up. Okay, so our VNAV has popped up. So what we can do now is go VNAV. So VNAV is now selected on our altitude select. So now basically we can pretty much get ready to come into landing. Once we are on the VNAV approach, which will be in a very short minute, we'll click the reduced thing when it'll pop up here, and it'll tell us that we need to go down, bring our condition levers down to the minimum of 850. So we'll see how it all rolls out in a minute. Alright, here it comes. So it is reduced. Turn on that. Should have popped up by now, something like that anyways. So, alright, so we're now in the descent phase. So we've got our approach, which we normally do when we get to about our 11,000 flight level. So we've got to do altimeters, fuel transfer, fuel pumps, hydraulics, standby hydraulics, and passenger signs, and all of that sort of stuff. Well, we've done the passenger signs already. We can go ahead and do the hydraulics now. The fuel pumps can be on, and the condition panel is blacked out. Cabin is secure, has been the whole flight, and we need to pull back on the stick there. Alright, so now we have reduced our speed. So when you are coming in on a descent with the Q400, you actually control the throttle, so you got to make sure that you've got all that sorted. Alright, so what we're going to do here, that should be on standard. Yeah, it's on standard. Alright, so our Q and H for this evening, we're going to set that right now, is 118. Alright, you don't have to, you can set that either now or prior to the 10,000 feet. So we're still like 81 nautical miles away from the airport. So we're quite a little whiles off. Well, in saying that, we're pretty much sorted. So I'll be right back, and we're having a drink, and then I'll see you when we get close to the airport, which should be in about, say 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just started our approach. We kindly ask you to fasten your seatbelts again and turn off all your electronic equipment.
Brisbane Center, Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Quebec, Oscar Alpha, with you. Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Quebec, Oscar Alpha, Brisbane Center, Roger.
There you go, mate. Welcome to the stream. Just giving it about 10 minutes before we can actually do anything. We're on our descent into Longreach right now. Yeah, so it'll be a little while until we get there. We got... we'll be there at 3:48. And it's 3:32. So we'll probably be a little whiles longer. So 3:48, 3:42. So we're not going to be at the airport until another 15 minutes or so. So bear with us, and we'll be landing momentarily. So we're on our descent phase now. So it's around about, according to my tracker, I've got another 15 minutes until I get to Longreach. I'll be right back. Alright, so we've got a... We need to find out how much we weigh. So I'll come down here. We're at 27. I reckon we'll probably still be close to the 27 mark. Yeah, so we'll be landing at 122. So all we do is come over here, go to select, and we'll change that to 122. Change both of them to 122. That way I don't get confused. So that's our approach speed. Nearest airport is Long Reach there. No, Long Reach is still not in range. I believe Long Reach is Unicom as well, so we could do our own commands. We're a little off. We'll get there. So roughly 10 minutes to go now until we're over the top of the airfield. It's on the other side of this cloud for sure. Yeah, it's up there. It's another airport just there that we can see just there. Alright, so I have something problemed. Got a failure somewhere. Aligning. Okay guys, this is going to be a bit more exciting than just landing properly. Something happened there. I don't know what that was. Give us, it's still aligning. Whoa, that was crazy. That was a failure right there. That was a decent failure. It sorted itself out, so obviously the computer's still working somewhere in the background. Ice is detected. Oh, there it goes again. Alright, what's the message say? Alright, let's see if we can land this without dying, eh? That's, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Having a bit of fun. We may have to go over to the co-pilot side because our left captain side isn't working, so we're going to start flying over this side. Alright. So we'll be flying over on the co-pilot side for today. So what we'll do is we'll swap the radar and terrain around. So we'll be flying over here. There's something fishy is going on over there. Turn the message off and put that in there. Okay. Alright, so from all that fishiness that we just had just then, guys, we are on our way in. Still. We on VOR? Yeah, we're coming in slowly. I want to try and change the pitch down here a bit. Get down a bit further, because we're a bit high now. Looks like it's fixed itself over here, so it's all aligned. So I'll come back to the captain's seat now. I'll swap these back around. Looks like there is a bit of weather over there too, so just have a look. And it's quite a bit of weather over there. Coming back on path now. And we've sorted, I don't know what happened with that that failure. I didn't touch anything. So I think it was just a system failure, but it's fixed itself, so I'll just monitor it. Alright, so we're at 10,000 feet, so we'll be getting ready to set our standard. So we got our thing already set, so we don't need to really touch anything there. We'll double check it. Yep. And yep, so we're still landing on runway 4. 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Cool, we're done on that. We need to turn the auto feather on. IRSs are still on nav. I don't know why this one kept failing for some reason. Alright, so now we're at that V, so we're going to have to bring ourselves back up. So we get back on par. Alright, now we are well and truly on our way in. Let's just chill. Nearest airport, there's long reach right there, cool. And we're talking to the traffic, selecting traffic for landing. We're going to be landing on runway 4 today. We could probably land on the other ones, but I think they're dirt or grass. So we'll go land, full stop landing. Now it's position.
Yankee Lima Romeo Echo, traffic, Bombardier, Victor, Hotel, Quebec, Oscar, Alpha, indicate 1 mile.
I would say that's it just there.
1,200, inbound, Tel-Am, runway 4.
So I'm just double checking to see if my voice is working. Yeah, that's working. Alright, but yeah, no, we're got the airport on the MDF, but we want to get a visual. I'm pretty sure that green patch is what that's the airfield. It just hasn't rendered in yet. I'm really liking this new card. I'm sitting at a good 70, 60. It's really jumping around on the frames, but yeah, I really like it. Getting above 50 all the time, most of the time. Yeah, that's definitely airfield. Alright, so we're getting thrown around just a tad now. So we're flying over directly over this airfield. Runway 4 is that length, and then once we get on that runway, we backtrack and go back to the airfield, the airport. We do have quite a bit of rain out there, so make sure that we have all our protection on. Lovely rain landing. I don't even know if that's actual rain or if it's just the turbulence that's out there. I don't know. We'll see, because I can't really see the rain yet. Not on this. It could be those clouds that it's talking about. Alright. It's probably going to get quite dark in here in a minute, so we'll go ahead and turn up all these lights. Don't need to turn up anything yet on the other things. We'll go ahead and bring us down to 10 nautical mile range. Let's have a look at what's out 40 nautical miles from us. So it looks like it's just green and yellow. There's not much. Nothing real too bad there. Now I have, this is a scenery pack that I have. It's a free one for Australia. Someone's done up some really good looking airports for us. So I've never landed here yet. I've been always meaning to, but my itinerary has never really taken me here from my Q Virtual company. But I finally finished all of my other itinerary and I just selected this single flight out here, and I'll probably just get a jump back to Brisbane, either fly back or jump back, but I won't do that on stream, it's too long. So I'll probably get a jump back to Brisbane and we'll get back in X-Plane and go take the Zevo mod out for some more spins. Hopefully they can fix up some updated features on it, which definitely need to be updated on it. I'd say that's the other runway, a dirt runway by the looks of it.
Yankee Lima Romeo Echo, traffic, Bombardier, Victor Hotel Quebec, Oscar Alpha, is 5 miles east, 6,800, inbound to land, runway 4.
Pretty good looking, isn't it? Yeah, that's the other runway there, it's a dirt one. So we'll be landing on this runway here, going out there. So this is the birth of Qantas. This is where they actually landed that 747 on this runway to get it here, I believe, from memory. It was the very first one that Qantas ever purchased. So that sits out here. We'll get down and have a look at it in a second. So we're still a little higher still, but that's alright. So we're flying over the airfield now. Looks really, really good what they've done there. There's a museum and all that. Really wish if I had Orbix loaded in, it would really match up with Orbix really well. Like there'll be an actual city there. I might actually download Orbix and have a little look to see if Orbix will work with the Majestic over the PMDG, because if it does, then I'll probably fly around with Orbix quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to tell them that we're on our downwind leg now.
Yankee Lima Romeo Echo, traffic, Bombardier, Victor, Hotel Quebec, Oscar Alpha is on downwind, runway 4.
Somewhat of a downwind. Then we get down here and then shoot around. So we're coming back up on our ever so slowly. We should be coming up. Let's point our nose down just a tad more. Weather's not doing too bad. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn off the anti-ice now. Don't really need it on. We've got a left turn coming up here in a second. Now we pretty much take over once we get to the LRZSF, so we'll take over from there. So we'll let the autopilot do the rest of the work until then. So here we go, we're going around to the left. Alright, so we can go ahead and set the bug now for 3.9. So we're on our base leg now.
Yankee Lima Romeo Echo, traffic, Bombardier, Victor, Hotel Quebec, Oscar Alpha is on base, runway 4.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Why is it going down still? It should be going up.
Caution.
Alright, so we're gonna let the autopilot go now. It's putting us into the ground, so that's so good.
Minimums.
Alright, so I'll just do the rest of this flight
100.
by ourselves. So that's the glide slope just there. Alright, so we can go flaps down 1. Oh, piss off. Alright, so we're going to start rolling in on the this here. So we're going to go gear down, flaps down. Landing lights on, max on. So that was just max engines, so we just put our levers back up again. Minimum bleed, we should have had that on normal the whole time, but I didn't. So, but it is cold here, so we kind of don't need to have it all the way up. Alright, so ice protection sorted, we're all good. So basically after landing, we'll need to do our control lock, anti-collision lights to red, flaps will be zeroed, weather radar off, fuel pumps off, flight taxi, switch will be down to taxi, and yaw dampener off and man bus tie on. And then after that we can sort out our thing. Alright, so flaps down 15. And we'll just casually line up for the runway just here. I don't know what that autopilot was doing. It kept going. It shouldn't have kept us going down. We should have been on par for landing. So. Alright, so we'll
Minimums. 1,000.
So, flaps up.
On behalf of our airline, we'd like to say goodbye to you now. It was a pleasure having you as our guests, and we look forward to welcoming you on our aircraft again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Control lock. Anti-collision line back to red. Flaps are coming up. Weather radar off. You technically can put it on standby or off, whatever. Standby, fuel pumps are now off. Fuel pumps off, auto feather off. Hydraulics off. Anti-ice protection now off. Main bus tie on. Yaw dampener off. And flight taxi. Go ahead and turn on the APU. Press the start switch. We didn't say that we're on final. Oh well, it's whatever, we're here. APU on. Landed on the right runway, as you can see. So welcome to Qantas's home, guys. This is Qantas. This is its where it was first born. I think old mate's waiting for me in there. I shouldn't be going that way. Oh, whoops.
Lima Romeo Echo traffic, East Sierra Delta Lima, taking off runway 4 east departure. Yankee Lima Romeo Echo traffic, Bombardier Victor.
Alright, so we can go ahead and turn our
Clear the runway.
lights off. The terminal is literally right in front of us. That's the Qantas terminal. So this is kind of a special sort of landing here. Gate. So we just come around here. Over that side is all GA. We don't need to worry about that. See, dash 8, just for us. Brilliant. We'll go ahead and put our park brake on. Alright, so park brake on, hydraulics on normal, PTU and all that is off, which we've already done. So condition levers, we can go down a feather. Nose wheel steering off. Weather radar off, exponder off. H.O.T.A.S off, bleeds off, and minimum. APU bleed as required. Condition levers full off. Passenger signs off. Battery on APU as we've stated, which it is. And that's it. So now we can just go to the systems page on both doors and systems for electronics. And there's our doors. Open up the door. 2. Go ahead and say hello. And we can turn off our taxi lights and stuff as well. Turn off those and leave the rest of the aircraft turned on. So thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna actually shut this aircraft down now, and then we'll say goodbye to you guys. So basically, very simple. It's just turn that off and turn the fan off. Turn that off, and then turn the lights off and say goodbye to the engine. Done. And APU's shutting down. So thank you very much, guys. I am now in long reach. I will say goodbye to you, and yeah, see you late, guys, later.